카드에 12,000원 있으세요? 그러면 게이츠 오브 올림푸스 게임을 한번 해보세요. 제가 어떻게 하는지 여러분한테 한번 보여드릴게요. 자, 이제 게임을 한번 시작 버튼을 눌러서 한번 해볼게요. 제가 15,000원 베팅을 하고 지금 게임을 시작했는데 보시면 같은 모양의 그림이 많이 이렇게 있을수록 돈이 점점 올라가는 거거든요. 어머, 벌써 이만큼이나 벌었네요. 자, 다시 한번 해볼게요. 자, 시작 버튼을 눌러서 어떡해. 자, 보시면 돈이 올라가는 거 보이시죠? 우와! 자, 다시 한번 해볼게요. 제가 이 게임을 모두에게 추천하는 이유가 있어요. 첫째, 앱이 무료이고 광고가 없어요. 그리고 정기적으로 이길 수 있어요. 둘째, 친구를 초대하지 않고도 바로 적립을 시작할 수 있어요. 그리고 셋째, 모든 당첨금은 5분 이내로 카드로 들어온다는 사실. 어머, 어떡해. 제가 오늘 얼마나 벌 수 있는지 한번 볼게요. 보시면 올라가나? 말도 안 돼! 어머. 자, 지금 바로 한번 인출을 해볼까요? 자, 이렇게 버튼을 눌러서, 자, 은행 앱에 들어가서 한번 확인해 볼게요. 자, 보시면, 카드에 12,000원 있으세요? 그러면 게이츠 오브 올림푸스 게임을 한번 해보세요. 제가 어떻게 하는지 여러분한테 한번 보여드릴게요. 자, 이제 게임을 한번 시작 버튼을 눌러서 한번 해볼게요.
The frame from 20 by 20 square tube that has been rusting peacefully behind the garage since who knows when. I cut, I weld, I grind, I paint everything matte black so the machine almost disappears into the shadows and only the spinning disc remains the star of the show. Every extra gram, every unnecessary bracket I leave out. The secret to any good homemade tool is ruthless minimalism. Include nothing that doesn't have a reason to exist. Less is never lazy when it's honest. The work table is made from another piece of acrylic. Thinner this time, almost delicate, but still strong enough to take real punishment. I cut a precise slot so the disc can rise through it like the moon through clouds. Then I add the angle adjustment, a couple of slotted brackets, a wing nut, and suddenly it tilts smoothly from 0 to 50 degrees. Nothing here is over-engineered. Nothing is fragile. It's crude, honest, and accurate to within half a degree. Exactly what you need and not a single thing more. Across the entire face of the big disc, I glue industrial-grade hook and loop. When the first sheet of 80 grit abrasive rips onto it, the sound is pure commitment, like tearing open a letter you already know will change everything. Under the table, I weld a simple 50mm dust port aimed directly at the point where wood meets grit. Later, when a shop vac is connected, the storm of sawdust will vanish before it even learns your name. Clean work is respectful work. First power-up is always the moment of truth. The disc wakes, slowly finds its balance, then suddenly screams into full voice. For a split second, I'm afraid the acrylic will explode into 1,000 shards, but it doesn't. It just sings. I take a rough piece of oak that has been sitting in the corner since last winter and press it gently against the spinning surface. Centuries of growth, storms, sun, and wind disappear in warm golden snow that gets sucked away instantly. There is a deep, almost spiritual peace in that moment, watching time itself being erased while simultaneously creating something smooth, something new, something that will probably outlast me by another century. I switch to 240 grit and run the same board again. One more pass and the surface feels softer than skin, warmer than skin, alive in a way no piece of fresh lumber ever feels. This machine doesn't simply remove material. It removes noise from life. It removes hurry. It removes every excuse we ever had for doing things halfway. Real smoothness is never an accident. It is thousands and thousands of tiny, deliberate, controlled destructions, all moving in exactly the same direction. Every tool we build with our own hands carries a piece of our soul embedded in the welds, in the slight wobbles we manage to eliminate, in the small asymmetries only we will ever notice. Factory machines are perfect, cold, interchangeable, soulless. This S-turn sander has my fingerprints in every corner, my tired late-night welds, my quiet stubbornness that refused to give up when something didn't fit the first time. That is how you know it is truly alive. Years from now, long after I'm gone, someone else will walk into this shop, flip the green button, and hear the same low growl rise into a scream. They won't know my name. They might not even know the story of the old monitor that gave its heart to make this happen, but they will feel the patience, the care, the thousands of small decisions spinning at 2,800 revolutions per minute. And in that moment, the conversation that started tonight will continue between them, the wood, and time itself. That, my friends, is why we build. Not for likes, not for views, not to prove anything to anyone. We build because turning trash into thunder is the quietest way I know to say thank you to the world for still letting us be part of it. Thank you for spending these minutes with me while something useless became something eternal. If this spoke to you even a little, leave a like, write in the comments what forgotten things you have brought back to life. I read every single one. Until the next time we make the impossible feel obvious, keep your hands dirty, your heart quiet, and your shop full of second chances. See you in the dust.